Okay, the recording is turned on and we can start. At first, for now, there is no news and no reviews from PIDfest. I will now open again the website.
Yeah, I've been looking at it every now and then, and
But we are in the deadline already for they should have say something or still on schedule.
It's still on schedule and we have a state on review. So yeah, now it's in review.
Okay.
okay.
So let's see what they will say. Okay, this is about
Do you want to share screen or maybe not?
uh now probably I cannot do because there is some very weird problem with the libraries on this machine.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's better not to do. At first, Jonas, I would like to say you thanks again for having a look at concepts
Yeah,
and
well, I wanted to take a second look, and I haven't had time to do that actually. I was planning to do it, well, and then Easter happened, and everyone wanted to move away, and yeah. So we were.
do you plan to
I've got two days less than I thought I had.
Okay, okay. Do you plan to do it a bit later? Because honestly speaking, uh, until 23rd, actually 26th of April, I will not have a time at all because we are now in the shutdown and we should do a lot of things.
That is excellent because I have a lot to do up until the 20th.
Hmm.
There are two other conferences that I need to. One I need to actually do myself, and the other one I'm going to do a poster for. But that will end the 21st. So after
Okay.
that, I have a lot of time.
Okay, then it will be
That
possible.
would be really excellent. Thank you for giving me this extra time.
Well, not at all, not at all. Just because let's say I don't know how I will manage all the let's say a lot of small things that should be done yesterday.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Yeah. So okay, these points we have managed. And the probably the most important thing that I will now send the link to the poster that we have on Mattermost
Yeah.
to the chat. Please view it. So there will be a discussion about the licensing and identification of artworks in Trieste on 14th of April. So it will be on the next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be participating Dario Crespi and Andrea Pierobon, who are the licensing experts and the chief licensing stewards of Wikimedia Italy. So what I really want to do is to bring our project to the table. So now we need to develop some directions and points. So please propose yours, and then I will propose mine because Sergio, you are let's say obviously the best in doing such things.
Thank you. Um, they do have the persistent identifier, don't they? For
Yes,
wiki,
they do,
they
they do, and at least they are managing by their own system of identification for the database, and they are managing DOI for sure. I don't know about the other types. Obviously, they should manage the software heritage ID.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So they know about what we are working on.
And you would like them to I wish just I'm because
Are
they
you
have
searching?
Wikidata and they
Yes.
have QIDs is what they have.
Yeah.
No? The QIDs is their centralized identifier for their own database.
Yeah. This is what they are managing.
Yeah.
Let's say in
And
addition to all the things.
but it's a centralized architecture.
Yes, it has a centralized one, but let's say we can, because we have a different purposes, because this identifier is used to manage Wikidata warehouse and
Mhm.
their own data lake, in which we are not targeted on.
But they are linking everything to Wikidata now.
Uh,
Every entrance or every new whatever you do in Wikimedia or Wikipedia, you have to link it with the Wikidata now. They have
yes,
systematized that.
yes. And then, do you consider that our work will not be will be unacceptable, or we should just change the way of proposal?
Well, I participate with the Wikimedia people. Actually, I will participate in the conference they will do here as well. Uh, they are quite particular in the way they do things, and they tend not to change so much. Or if they are not an innovative community, kind of they accept new things, but it takes a lot of time for them to adopt it.
Uh,
Uh,
well, well,
that's what I my perception of the maybe I'm wrong, but it's my perception of the Wikimedia Wikidata community. Mm, for example, with AI, they are still debating. I'm in a Telegram group where they have a very strong policy: no AI for Wikimedia. I understand because they have a big conflict with the Grokipedia and all these things that they had come out. Um, so they may we have to really think how we will if we want them to take a look the selling point that we will tell them that elevator talk we should be very very good in designing that because for sure we believe in that our project has potential, but I don't know if this is the community we should start with. I don't what I mean is they don't have the need that other people have, like the Latin America community, higher education and research community in Latin America that they are doing
yeah,
open
yeah,
access.
yeah. About this, I completely agree that the needs are quite particular.
Yeah, but if you have a like a particular like that people will listen especially and consider what you have to say, for sure we can work on that elevator talk.
Yeah, then. Because actually there will be no talk from me, so it will be just let's say sidewalk speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually I was invited to participate in this event just because I presented some of my photographic works for the competition and won one of the places. So
Congratulations.
Thanks. And I will be, let's say, at least the person who won the right to speak with these
Okay.
people.
Well, you had your paper with the other colleague from the museum community,
Ah, yes, yes. We
and we had the talk from the preservation from
yes.
last how do you say
Last conference in
last
Venice, you
conference.
mean?
Yes, that one. So
Exactly.
um, if you like follow that path line, for sure they will be interested in regarding the preservation and this analyze we did the decentralization. I don't know how centralized or decentralized is the Wikimedia infrastructure at the endpoint. How decentralized is the infrastructure? I mean, so if they are not decentralized, they are risking everything. I have no
Mm,
idea. I don't know how the infrastructure architecture is.
then we have a point to start. So
Yeah,
I may
that
ask
that
them about the exact structure of the infrastructure, and
yeah
yeah, and to have the actually they once at least proposed the federated model, but I don't know if it is really federated or not. Then we will see.
yeah. I think that is like we are researching on sustainable infrastructures, and we believe in decentralization as the way to achieve sustainability and preservation. And we would like to know how, like, starting not like we have the solution for you, but we have questions and we want to know. And maybe in that talk, things can progress.
Yes, yes.
And
This is what, and we now have a guideline. Let's say as the line of the presentation in Venice.
yeah, your
Okay.
article as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for this, for sure, I will do my best to at least not to convince, but at least to interest these people.
Yeah,
Yes, we need them. Uh,
yeah. If we can get
Jonas?
Soros to
Yeah.
finance our project, then it's good.
No, it's again. Again, do you know that in one of the Russian cities now they destroyed around one third of the whole funds of the state library of this city, just because
Really?
all of these books were issued using the funding by Soros funds.
Oh, really?
Yes, and
My
they
gosh.
really did this. So it's about really it's about that. When the things like that happen, it's like let's say the catastrophic event
Yeah, it's
to which the conspiracy leads.
the world is getting crazier and crazier every day.
Yes, yes, yes. Jonas, do you have something to propose from your point of expertise?
Well, you mean in terms of making a good elevation pitch to just say,
Elevation, let's say the elevation, the direction of talking.
yeah. Um, what are the main points at the moment? If we can
At the,
just sum up two or three points.
yeah, the first point is the infrastructure, is the vulnerability and sustainability of the infrastructure.
Do you think that is the most important for people who look at this?
And not for the artists, but for the technical experts like these guys, like these guys. Yes,
Okay, so these are technical
Yes, these guys are, let's say, in between the technical expertise and stewardship expertise, let's say.
They are
Okay.
quite linked, actually. Sorry to interrupt, Jonas. Quite linked
Uh,
as well with
per
the.
Yeah, perhaps there is no active link. I will now try to search on Wikimedia Italy because in Italy they are quite slow.
Yeah, what I want to say, they are quite linked also with the Internet Archive guys, and the
No,
uh,
there is no specific link.
Do you mean the with the Wayback Machine or?
yes, those kind of guys, and they have suffered the centralization infrastructure with the financing from the American states. So they are trying now to decentralize the Internet Archive, to federate it in order to sustain it. And that also is a good talk. In I don't know how they are organizing I completely don't know how Wikipedia and Wikimedia are archiving or how centralized or decentralized is their infrastructure. But I know that the Internet Archive was having issues.
Yes, it's really a good point about this. Yeah,
Do we know anyone there?
in a,
I
in
have I got the mailings because they had the in the we are in librarians, we are in solidarity with the Internet Archive, and they
okay.
have also suffered like trials from the editorials because they were digitalizing books and proposing, and on pandemia they started digital lending of books. What they will do is they will make a digital copy of a book and offer it to the patrons online because people could, but they were at
Yeah.
home. uh, they will put that digitalized book on out of circulation, and they will lend by one user one user per time uh, for the book. So they will consider it they were doing fair use because there was only one copy on circulation each time, and you have to lend it for like a week. Then you finish. The digital object was available again for another reader. Even this, the because the editorials they wanted the monopoly on the digital version of the copyrighted materials, they put the screen and they started a trial, and they lost actually on, I think, first and second instance. I don't know if they have one more to go, but it was quite an issue. From I think it was resolved the second instance last year. Um, and also they got the Trump cut financing to the Internet Archive, and they had the issues sustaining because they had quite a big infrastructure for this Wayback Machine and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be another direction. Because it's a pretty good point. I don't know how they are exactly connected. For Wikimedia Italy, there is no links about the Wayback Machine and how they use it. They use it.
No,
Jonas, sorry for interrupting you.
I was agreeing with you. I didn't mean anything else. I
Ah,
had an
okay, okay.
idea about uh, for people doing that kind of service, maybe it's also a good idea to say that this will probably be distributed in a way that actually means that they don't have to buy that much hardware. They don't need to maintain that much hardware because it will be in the on thousands of small pieces, so that it's actually cheaper.
Well, but it also could be a problem. in a case if someone again like it was done against Wayback Machine, if someone tries to open their case and have a trial.
But you can't trial something that is spanning several continents.
Yeah, but looking at the Australia case, I could say that with it now, and now it also the case is widened by China. You know that China blocked IPFS, IRO, and all the other peer-to-peer storage systems.
But
So
they
I
block stuff all the time.
No,
so
they
in,
have started only from this year.
in Chinese internet there is no IPFS.
Yeah, since this year, yes, and
Okay.
officially,
So
yeah.
our
Uh,
solution based on IPFS then it won't work in China.
if we are not using the special gateways.
Okay.
But
So
China is banning stuff all the time. They don't have any of they have their own social media variants, and they have
It's
their
not about
own.
social media. It's
Yeah, but
around.
they don't allow any protocol that can be used to do stuff without the how to say it, without the government's consent.
Mm,
yeah, let's say like this. We are all in a surveillance landscape now. The only difference is who's watching.
yeah, yeah,
Unfortunately, we nobody is in a free internet anymore.
exactly.
Except you do the effort to be on a free internet using Tor or different kind of um, encrypted
Well,
way of surfing the internet. Otherwise, either big corporations or in Russia the state or in China the state, but someone is watching or some algorithm is tracking your activity.
well, exactly, it's true. And now we just we just have to select some ways how to deal with this. And it could be also the question for Wikimedia because they are working in China despite that
Yeah,
Wikipedia. As I know, Wikipedia is blocked in China or not.
and we can check that.
I think it is, or maybe
Yes, yes, since
yeah.
April 2019.
Yes, so quite a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they're just going beyond China. Yeah,
But I mean, it in those places, even scientific articles are banned. So
yeah.
it
Uh,
I don't think it matter.
but Crossref is working in China, but DOI is working.
yeah, Joe,
They
this is what I wanted to
they,
say.
they mean their own DOIs.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, just because they pay.
Yeah,
So, well, it's about then another decision to make. And okay, now let's
but let's
concentrate.
BitTorrent is also blocked in China.
Well, it's also it is blocked. Let's say in an unencrypted BitTorrent, also blocked in Australia. And if you have the torrent client in Australia on your machine, you are subject to be criminally prosecuted.
Oh, really?
Yes, I know they established this since 2015, so it's for a very long time right now.
so is that true for any blockchain technology?
It's not a blockchain. It's in the BitTorrent is based on this very specific flower of distributed hash table, but no, it's not true for every such technology.
Okay, so it's just the torrent one.
Yeah, it's about, let's say, with this technology I'm quite familiar with because I was working with BitTorrent since it was invented.
Okay, okay.
So
So,
if there is a way to use IPFS and not get blocked.
yes, there is a way to use the encrypted connections for sure because it's already inside Kubo, the mainline client, and to use the specialized libraries which can prevent from using the direct connections, like let's say OpenQX or WebSockets or special flavors of TCP.
But then what we have to do is to design um, a very of course we said in the paper that this will be the community will eventually get the protocol on how you maintain the fair use of our tool,
Yeah.
like uh, how to prevent unlawful activity using the decentralized persistent identifier.
It depends from the different thing because we are planning to base on OpenDHT. The thing is, which are the metadata which are transferred through OpenDHT. So because the actual digital objects could be transferred in any way, even openly.
Hmm.
The thing is, we just were snapping to IPFS because just it's very useful. It contains its own hashing mechanism. It contains its own immutability.
Yeah, I think we can be maybe they also they can give us some ideas on uh, the governance and agency in the Wikipedia community that they for sure they have a lot of experience having the quite the federated agency and governance.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is what we should ask them for sure.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
let's say it's one
Yeah,
of the
like
most
when we talk with the Italians from Open Citation and when we talk with Lautaro, and all these dialogues help us as well.
yes, exactly, exactly. Also, as we have the not the transcripts, but the summaries from all of them in the agenda, so I will use them for sure.
Yep.
Okay, so now we have actually four directions and more or less 9 or 10 topics to talk about. I will probably consume all the time that these guys will spend in Trieste, but it's for good. It's for better.
Mhm.
And what about, did you have any news from Eric?
No, sadly no. I tried it once to write to him on LinkedIn, but I will for sure try to do it again.
And this I project went completely sold out.
I don't know about solding out.
I saw
Uh,
the ref logo very well placed.
just a sec. I'm just checking now their website. On Edesai Labs, they completely redesigned their website, and they are now going to collaborate with Times Higher Education and Nature.
Yeah,
So, but the website of dpid.com is no longer active, and it now leads to Earthlink, Business Internet. So probably from their own side, they decided to close the direction.
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, probably because and let's say honestly speaking, And also, I would like to say that there are some very strong efforts to establish not a blockchain but a centralized governmental database on the digitizing the currencies.
Yep. Yeah, these are stable coins they call.
Yeah, I think no, it's not even a stable coins. For example, in Italy and for the digital euro, it's just a database.
Oh,
Yeah. So let's say they switch it to completely centralized solution.
but that's a bit dangerous, I would say.
For sure, and I think it's not a bug, it's a feature.
I think the North Koreans are celebrating this.
You know that now, for example, Russia have four points of 100 in the global index of internet activity. And the only country which had zero is North Korea, so it's not so far away.
Yeah.
Here is the same.
But you know the hacker elite from the North Korean state. Have you read
Yes.
about it?
Yes, and moreover, I have some proposals to collaborate.
Oh,
To
they are
collaborate with North Korea?
Yes,
they have
done
an
by
elite
a
group.
with let's say a semi-legal channel from the Russian side.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because again, for example, Russia now run the regular flights from one of the central cities, Yekaterinburg, if I remember, directly to Pyongyang.
Yes.
So let's say we are now let's say now we are the extincting animals of the decentralized technologies.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, now we have at least we have now
This
very good.
last week, the IOI fund that did the funding for the La Referencia project in and Lautaro project uh, got the news that they are joined by Crossref and they
Hmm.
will be part of the fund and help with the directions. I think they got scary.
Okay, then yes, yes, they are
So
going
I don't think they are gonna finance us.
for this for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. And let's say I studied a bit the bespoke mechanism,
Hmm.
which is a underlying technology of Handel and also by Orsid. So I could say that this technology is not proprietary, but it's arbitrary by itself. So you can assign all the indices as you want, and the technology seems to be completely redundant. So let's say, if we would like to maintain the really persistent identifier, it's problematic to use. It's very maintenance dependent. So I should also ask the guys from Wikimedia about how they are collaborating, if they are still doing with Handle.
Okay. Yes, good.
Because when I was in Salzburg on the conference on open data, I spoke with Rolf Kral, one of the chief data stewards in DESI Synchrotrone, and he told that this is why all the vendors are now providing the centralized solutions just because of the arbitrary indices. So we should clarify why it's so important.
Okay. Yeah, I did some research before on Handel, and it was I have something wrote about it. I think I will find the papers, but it comes out from the Internet Task Force originally, the
Yeah.
Handel protocol.
Yes, yes. So this is now what now evolved to the ID.
Yeah. So the ID is based on this as well.
Yes. Let's say
That's
not entirely not. It's only partially inspired by. So the technology, let's say the status is inspired by.
this would be interesting to talk with Slava.
Yes. I don't see that it's now easy to reach him
He-
because now he's
He's
traveling.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a rising star now.
Ah, yes. Yes. And we can only congratulate him with this.
Yes, of course, of course. He's
Yeah, yeah,
bigger than Yuri Gagarin now.
yeah. Let's say in the AI era is,
Yeah.
and just let's say only for to laugh a bit, I will now find a link which was dropped to me today in the morning. Just have a look at it, please. This is what AI does with the people. Let's say with very well known and let's say relatively well established people who are trying to use AI to build for AI. So the fifth element is coming.
My gosh.
Oh yeah. The thing is
So
that yeah.
this is who is behind this?
Well, I think the main entity that's behind this project is Claude Code. The second is she, and the third is probably he's her friend who guided the operation, but we don't know. The thing is, I downloaded and tried to test it, and when more or less convenient data storage solution, like for example Croissant that Slava develops, brings to your machine, especially on the Windows machine, Kubernetes,
Yeah.
then yeah, then to me as a developer, it seems like okay, now I am frozen and I will go to fix something.
So this takes less resources from your computer
Mm,
to run this.
it contains all the resources needed to store some data, which some particular AI agent produced in the previous session, and to create the knowledge database with a local graph. So let's say the local replacement of what Slava does.
So this is uh because what I see is everything is Markdown now. Markdown is the language
Yeah,
of all this stuff, no?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So all the not the code, but the prompts are,
What they're
are
storing is MD
yes,
files.
yes. Everything is stored in the Markdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
I'm telling my students that they should strive to use Markdown for everything because to interact with the AI also is the uh, best way.
a good point, but also let's say paradoxically, but you should also use LaTeX. For example,
Yeah, it's quite complicated. You know,
yes and
they are
no,
starting
because
university. My students are the first year of university.
yeah, for example, I did this. I use LaTeX to render the formulas for AI, and this probably is the only language in which the formulas can be fed to AI.
Yeah, of course. I
Yeah,
have
and all,
a. Do you know the GB text?
yes,
Well, I have a friend who is doing all the book publishing with the GBText, and it's amazing. If you have to program all the files for the styling and everything, but once you have uh, took your time one, then you can produce the
Absolutely,
editorial work very fast and very easy.
let's say absolutely reproducible, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And please recall to me, is this GWT completely open source?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, then I should just have a look because what I really count on after the development of the OpenDHT part is identification of the formulas.
I will. Uh,
Yeah, because the
then
formulas are actually the programs written in the mathematical language,
yeah.
so it could be easily identified and reproduced for Wikipedia because they are using LaTeX syntax.
Uh, this he's my friend. I will. Let me see. He has a GitHub. But I don't know. Is Git?
So here is the new automation solution by Desai Labs. And as you see, it's completely AI-based proprietary solution.
With price tag and everything.
Absolutely. And they are using the flavor of, I guess, the same web interface that is used in Llama CPP. So it's an open source project with a permissive license, which were tuned together to their own AI.
Yeah.
They are just proposing answers from peer-reviewed papers, not opinions. So let's say the different flavor of perplexity. Thank you for the link.
So whatever was feed on the Design lab project now is exploited here.
Sure. For this, I have no doubts.
This is the thing.
Yeah. Okay. When it comes to the business-oriented solutions, it's always like that. So we should keep this in mind. Jonas, sorry for for just consuming the chat. I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the messaging concept, which you looked on in the concepts and definitions at all?
Yeah,
I was just
I thought it looked like it could be a good way to actually keep track of all of the PIDs in because it as far as I know, I'm no expert, mind you. It looked stable and lightweight, and I was trying to understand what I was looking at, and that was the sort of suggestions I made was to make it clearer for anyone reading it.
Yeah, yeah. And because the main questions I wanted to ask from all of you, to all of you, it's w- is it is it necessary to have a part of the messages unencrypted, or they should be always encrypted by default?
Why would they need to be decrypted?
Only for the information that should be already in the public domain. So should we keep this as an, let's say, explicit decision, or it's should be implicit, it should be done implicitly or not done at all?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Spontaneously, you just say that you want it to be encrypted, but
Mm,
then again, that's another point of failure, I guess.
yeah, this is why I'm thinking about. But when you are and for example, if you are exchanging in between two participants, then it should be encrypted by default, and this is just because it's a standard de facto. But when you are communicating with a broadcast message, then the question is, why should it be encrypted?
The thing is,
Mm.
maybe the unencrypted portion will help us evaluate the trustworthiness of the sender of the message. Like, you know this I live. They were talking before about badges, that you will earn badges along the way, so you can see beforehand, before getting the message, who is sending it in with what prestige and from where it comes from. Like, if it belongs to a university, a research institute, or that kinds of, or of a trusted journal. So maybe an encrypted portion to create this social dynamics in the network is good to have.
A good point, a good point. But the thing is, where to store this data, because actually it could be the part of a realm, not the message. The badges, for
Mhm.
sure, should be stored in the realm.
Yeah.
What happens if someone tries to spoof a message and everything is unencrypted?
Yeah, yeah,
You would still need to have the login uh, and the verification token or whatever to be able to
yeah,
do
yeah.
something with it. So yeah,
This is a point of
maybe
fail.
there's very few stuff apart from the actual logging and minting that we need to have encrypted.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is also, that's the, what we left open in the presentation on purpose. This agency and governance, we should leave open so the network will decide how how it will be
Yeah.
shaping. Uh, so we don't impose our individual views. Everything can be changed, of course. We are in the version, but these things we should contemplate and see, um, like,
That's a good
pros
point.
and cons of each decision, but
Yeah.
we should let the network eventually govern itself.
Because if we don't incorporate any encryption because it's easier to do without and people really want it afterwards, then it is a lot harder to implement.
Yes, it is. It is.
So
And
if we
especially,
sort of take air for it to grow to include encryption if people want it, I think could be a better idea. So that we think about it, but maybe not have it on as default, but it's easy to swap your client to always be encrypted if you want to.
yes, it's a good point. It's a good point because testing, even with some limited set of tests that I already committed on Codeberg, trying to test the communication with OpenDHT, it's relatively easy to implement the encryption on the software level. So it is done now. It's already implemented within. I was
Okay,
communicating.
so encryption is not something that will make it harder to join the network.
Yes, that's absolutely it will not.
Okay.
The thing is that it could be implemented on the side of the messages itself or on the side of OpenDHT. So will we rely on the mechanism provided by someone else? This is a question. I think
What gives you more sovereignty to encrypt the message only?
yes. Yes, for
Okay.
sure. Because you will have the transport that could be encrypted or not, but either you have a message already encrypted on your side, then you have a complete sovereignty.
Yeah, then we should go for that. And then if the social dynamic of the network later on needs to encrypt some portion of the message in order to establish some I don't know, prestige kind of the tag, then the network can give it itself
Yeah,
later on.
yeah. So then
Yes.
let's say let's snap to the encryption on demand, but on the client side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay, we have it. We have it. So yeah, and now we have actually it's a lot of information. I my head is a bit up to an explosion.
Yeah, it's already 1 hour, so
Yeah, yeah. And just let's say because I also have a bit limit of time, I should tell you that I experimented a lot with AI. Let's say actually inspired by the examples and cases shared by Slava in LinkedIn.
yeah.
So I was trying to build something just out of the blue with Claude, with ChatGPT, with OpenAI, and with local models as well. But let's say when it comes to the hash functions, it always fails. I've never had, let's say, a proven understanding of, let's say, understanding the proven success in developing a test of hashing routine
Okay.
feasible for the more or less complicated things like knowledge graph or the direct acyclic hash graphs like it is done in APFS. So when I was trying to let the AI understand what we want to do, let's say not in terms of persistent identifier, in terms of singular hash function dedicated to be implemented in C++ or Golang, I didn't have a success at all.
Mhm.
So let's say Claude Code is good for web pages, but not for the hash for persistent identifiers.
Hmm.
But maybe that's because there's probably not that much code that deals with that kind of problem that it has been trained on.
Yes, I completely agree. So it's the code that is written but not templatized. That's as well as the other code we have. Because, for example, the boilerplates for websites are templatized, let's say, in the thousands of copies. So the probability of the repeatability, it will be quite huge.
Yeah. So
Yes. Let's
you're trying to train your agent in order to be successful, or have you tried?
I tried just to write some markdown files to let it somehow understand because
Hmm.
not a true understanding uh, what are the things we are programming in. So
Yeah.
yeah, about distributed hash table, as it is, it has not even the strict mathematical definition. So there is no evidence at all.
Okay, so maybe with the iteration later on, it will be successful, or you think there is already too much
I think there
confusion?
is too small data there is in the learning sequences.
But maybe that's on purpose as well.
I don't think so. I think just as, let's say, the mathematically proven templates, which are
But
just
because
working.
if the AI will be good with encryption and hashing, then many things can fail very quick.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
So
for sure.
maybe there's some sensor training that's there.
I tried with some heretic models, and I was also trying with the models that were used for hacking the software. I mean, the web-based software, because for the
Mhm.
binaries, actually, there is no evidence about the replacement of a human analytic. But here, I have no proof that the AI can work on. For example, I tried just to write a simply generated test on the edge of distributed hash table. So it's just, let's say, bitwise operation of a very long length, binary operation, and that's all. I
Hmm,
tried to force my agent to make this test, which is already done on the repository, and it never did.
I see.
Yeah. So it's like, let's say, a black hole, and I spend a lot of resources on my own machine trying to do it locally.
But for sure, with the arc, the AI will work very well.
You try as you tried with AI.
No, I didn't try, but I'm asking you, maybe with the arc and the arc standard to mint persistent identifiers using arc, maybe AI will do
Yes,
it.
yes, I have seen. Maybe if the as it is written in TypeScript partially,
Yeah.
and yes, I think if the repository will be fed to the solution like open code, it could be done.
But it's more or less like DID, like what Slava is doing with DID.
Yes, yes. This is why the repeatability rate could be quite high in the networks.
Hmm.
Because once you are obtaining the answer from the large language model, it's just dependent from the repeatability rate on the training sequences. Because once today we have discussed it, partially discussed it with Yorgos and my colleague and one of the founders of the direction of a decentralized PID. We have discussed exactly this problem with him. He's a very strong mathematician, and we agreed that the currently established large language model we are working on the, let's say, the semantic space, like with the tokens, but it
Hmm.
works with the thing that is called the Loewenstein distance, which is actually the distance in operation, so counter of operations that is needed to transpose, for example, one word or one term into another, because it's a
With the
foundation.
probabilistic as base.
Yes, yes. So it's the foundation of the transformer architectures.
Yeah. And hallucination is the core part of the design in order
Absolutely.
to.
Absolutely, because you cannot just feed to the LLM the zero feed or one feed weights, because otherwise it will not produce anything.
Yeah.
You should have a
So
random you should have a random matrix.
that's why you cannot get rid of hallucinations in this.
Exactly.
LLM models.
Yeah, and this is why developing my meeting refinery, which I use to produce our AI summaries, I always use the constant seeds. So I am feeding the special number to the random number generator before feeding it to the model to have a constant matrix.
I see.
Yeah. But it's possible to do only when you are using the local model.
Yeah, but eventually the platform ones will get the free ones monetized and will only be selling you garbage, and the one you
Yeah.
pay, you will have some kind of governance over, but not really. Everything will go to agentic and local agentic AI.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. This is what, for example, Electra uses only this.
Yes, it will go there because now they try to monetize. Already they are everywhere, and now they will find a way to indirectly sell you stuff on
Yeah.
these
So
interactions.
to compress the brains and just have a money.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, I need to go.
yeah,
So see you in 2 weeks. It will be on 21st, and I will give a report about the next Tuesday.
Yeah,
yep.
very good.
Okay. Thank you for coming, and Jonas, I really appreciate your help, and I
Yeah,
hope that you
I
will
I,
have
I
a
will
bit
do
of
it.
time.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bises.
See
Bye.
you in two
Yeah, vi
weeks.
ses.